From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Mexico City Diablos. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on now, let's go! Come on, set, 30 base. Ready to go. Snap.
Rudolph on first down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally brought down at the 43.
Let's go, boys.
A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. The tackle there by Breanne Body Calhoun.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, Kamara. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Samuels, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
A shotgun snap for Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Miles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Watson. That's caught by Penny. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
44, Mike, 44. Yo. 55. Yo. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Alert 3. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Steelers.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
On the ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
65. Kill. Pilot, 64. Weak. Check up.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Go.
Now Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. After the interception, here's Watson. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Rudolph looking to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, Charlie.
From the 50, it's Rudolph. Flush to his right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. It's a gain of 9 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane, I mean, he is the big dot on that.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Breanne Bonnie Calhoun. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll run. This is Kamara. Big hold of the 30. He's got daylight. The 40. 20. 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Alvin Kamara, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So the first play in the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. He gets it to Thomas.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Now Rashad Penny. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They keep it with Penny on first down. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 30 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Running with Kamara, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Let's go.
First down, Steelers.
Ready?
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. From the gun, here's Rudolph. He's got Fuller. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They run. It's Kamara. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
Set 70, Indy.
Back to throw, Rudolph. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Angelo Blackson able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Hey, echo.
Here's Rudolph. Escaping under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Jadeveon Clowney bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. Steps away to his left. Dixon complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He's going to fire one, and got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
First and 10. 41-yard line.
Come. Check 37. Check 37. He's coming. He's alert. Double up. Hey, 24.
Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
44. You don't want none. Pick up the ball.
Check the hot read. Switch, switch, switch.
Kill, 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 kill. Hey, turn it up. Alert, alert. Shit, shit. Hey, 59.
They'll run with Penny. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno. 26. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Check 31, check 31.
Check, 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 check.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
This is Penny. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And an alley to run. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Watson now to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down.
44's the mic, 44's the mic.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Being chased out left. He's got his man, Boyd. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A fourth down gamble turns into a fourth down scramble, but all is well. First down. They come out here in the eye.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Penny will try to punch it in. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here's Penny. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. His second touchdown of the night as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for 2. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run it again with Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
No. Protein spill. Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 44, Rudolph. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Rudolph. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Back now in Mexico City. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Alpha.
Again, it's Kamara. And an alley to run. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And that makes it a 9-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. Watson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Watson. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long. Boswell for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Timmy Jernigan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
After the penalty, it's Penny. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the Steelers' 44-yard line.
Reset. Watch Fofo. Hey, tighten down. Give me 4. Go.
On second and 12, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Completes it to Dixon. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On first and 10, Watson. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Dixon. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And it's caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit. Watson looks to throw again. He'll buy some time right. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to pull a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
51 to mine. 51 to mine.
The busy night continues for Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And the Steelers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll get this one to Switzer. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Here we go with Kamara. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Off of play action, it's Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
He finds Hopkins complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Ready. 44, Mike, 44. No chance.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Set, ready? 10-2 stop. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Pittsburgh, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And now it's off to the airport for a date with Customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for the home team here, this could hurt in the race for home field advantage as they drop to 10-2 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.